want to say the rebirth of Rome, because as the scripture said in Revelations, right, the beast was wounded to death, but he didn't die. So basically, the America was the Roman Empire being healed back up under Esau. That's all it was. So America, which is the modern Roman Empire, right? For like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So that, wow, by the prophecies, you see what's going on in the earth. That's what I'm talking about. So for people that's like not prophesying about the destruction of America and the downfall of the so-called white man, y'all really think that the white man is just going to rule forever? He had his time. He had his beginnings, like America had its beginning. When these crackers, when these devils came over here to the shores of America, North, South, Central America, and the Caribbean, and invaded and stole everything over here that we had over here, murdered and raped and so on and so forth. So basically, that was the beginning, but now this is the end, right? 6th verse. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works and endings in effect and signs. You see that? You see that? Powerful works. What's the powerful works? The powerful works were also too this word going out. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh raising up the prophets and putting this word out there worldwide. And also that's going to go into when the Lord bless his prophets with that spiritual power. He said that. That's going to happen on this side, man. The men of the Lord are going to receive that power on this side, man. And also ultimately the missiles. That's going to be a powerful work. When those missiles, that's going to be a great, that's going to be something that's never happened in history before, man. Those missiles coming, all right? That's the powerful works. So you know by looking at what's going on out here in the world that we're definitely at the end of Esau. You can see it. The scriptures say so. If you don't see it that way, then the Spirit of the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. That's why, like, Apostle Tahar said, we ain't going to get into these guys, but I'm going to just mention them, like Nate and them guys. They made a statement, and certain other men have made this statement. Well, look, man, we don't know. We might be here another 10 years. We might be here another 10 years. We might be here another 30 years. We don't know when the most. That show you that those are people that are not, the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not dealing with them. Okay? And either that or they're sold out. Okay? And you're not in the right mind frame of you thinking that this is going to go on. It can't go on, man. You can see, brother, I know for a fact, just by looking at TV, that we are definitely at the end, because the Lord ain't going to let this thing go too much more, man. Because if the Lord, what the scripture says, if the Lord had not cut the time short, there shall be no flesh left to save. And that's true. Come on, man. We can't survive too much longer. Really. Our bodies, man, I mean, some of us we exercise and train and work out, and, we try to take supplements and herbs, and, we try to do the best we can to maintain these so-called physical, goddamn, broken down bodies, but you still feel like shit, man. You still feel like, even though you work out and stuff, you still wake up, man, certain days just feeling like shit.
I don't know. Speak for yourself, brother. I feel invigorated.
I don't know. I do, no, but I have my days. I have my days, man.
I feel invigorated, rejuvenated, and about to be relocated.
Yo, that's right. We are about to be relocated to the kingdom. Yeah, I mean, like apostles. I mean, I feel good. I feel better than I did 3 damn years ago. Way better. I feel like a new, I appreciate Yaakov said, I feel like a new man. Let me Yaakov. I feel good. I feel like a new man. I do, but I still got days where them demons mess with you. You feel, but that's because going back to Esau, you can work out and train and take the herbs, but this damn devil, you still breathing in poison air, man. The chemtrails, which they spray on a daily basis. The foods that we eat, the barium oxide, pesticides, and the meat that we eat, man. Sometimes you don't like to get too deep into it because, we still got to eat this crap, But sometimes you just get to a point where you just try to block that out. Because, brothers, man, y'all don't want to know what this devil got us eating, man. What them meats and stuff that you get in the supermarket, how long they probably been sitting there, what type of animal that damn thing came from. But that's why this devil has to go down, like the scripture said, because only the devil would do the things that this man is doing. You look at TV now. Well, I mean, now they've been pushing it, but now they really going hard. This faggot thing. I was sitting in the house yesterday, and they had a commercial on, right?
Hey, now, be politically correct, brother. They might cut this show.
Yeah. They might bust through the door.
You got a bunch of faggots.
Yeah, man. I had stopped in the house for a hot second yesterday at home, and the TV was on for a minute, and they had a commercial. It was a new commercial, right? And it's set inside of like a high school, like a school, like high school kids. And I looked, you looked away for a minute. I was playing with my dog, so then I looked up for a second, and you know how like in high school, they got the lockers in the hallway, and you had a dude leaning over the locker like he was talking to like in high school, the chick was linked up against the locker, and the dude, he's linked over the locker like, hey baby, whatever, talking to his woman or whatever. I looked for like a quick second, but like basically I thought it was like a dude, like talking to a chick, because the dude looked almost like an androgynous bitch. But I looked and it was a damn faggot, right? It was another dude, like two Edomites or whatever. And I said, what the fuck? And the dude, he was leaned against the locker like a woman, and the dude, right, and it was sitting there talking to him. I said, oh, that's two goddamn faggots. But then they had two other guys on the other side of the hallway, right? And they were looking, and the guy said, goddamn queers, or I don't know if they used the faggot word, but they pretty much, look at those two goddamn faggots, look at those two queers.
The hypocrisy of all that is this. We all know about Barack Obama, right?
Con.
Why don't he come out the closet?
Yeah, he should. Con.
Con. Stop fucking playing. All you fucking politicians, you congressmen, you senators that deal with those mail pages and shit, why don't you come out the closet? It's fucking hypocrisy, man. That's all it is. It's goddamn hypocrisy, man. That's why when I drive my car, I'm mad. I'm mad at this fucking place, man.
That's right, man.
Hey, man, I was at the gym, brother. I wanted to kick somebody's ass today, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you whose specific ass I was going to kick, but I was going to bend that motherfucker up, man. Then he saw the spirit on me, and he calmed my ass down, man. Well, fuck this fucking society, man. And all this bullshit, with all these other fake camps, these bootleg camps, okay? That's what they are, bootleg camps, okay? The Lord ain't dealing with them guys, man. They're world friendly, man. We're not world friendly. We don't want to be on you. We don't want to be friendly with you motherfuckers, man. Yeah, man. Okay, we don't need to go on your goddamn news programs and shit. We got YouTube. The fuck we need you for, man? Yeah. Great Millstone didn't become great and worldwide with fucking CNN, so we don't need you motherfuckers, man. I don't need you motherfuckers. And when you come to our knocking at our door talking about we don't do an interview, we might say, look, man, first of all, give me $250,000. You have to pay me, okay? Frankly, I don't need you. If anything, you motherfuckers gonna need me or need us, the men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And another thing I want to say too, dealing with Nate. Now Shaka broke off from Nate. Now what Shaka did, I have to applaud the man because he didn't stop. He broke off from Nate for whatever reason. He told you the reasons pretty much. But basically, he's teaching, man. And he's pushing the name of Yahweh Shai. And that's what you're supposed to do, man. Yeah. He went out there. He's speaking out there at that camp in Texas by that train trestle or whatever the fuck you call it, man. Yeah. Because what they tried to do was they tried to set up a camp and they had Lunkin